Welcome back to another week of Cookstown Olympic highlights. This week, the guys took on Inspired Community. The highlights this week are sponsored by 2 Degrees. 2 Degrees are an up-and-coming band from Ireland, and they play in the Thirsty Goat in Belfast every single Thursday. If you look closely, you can see T. Brennan absolutely taking man out. Now, let's get a slow-mo on that to see if it actually was warranting a yellow card from the referee. I'd like to bring in my co-commentator, Adam Conley. Adam, what's your thoughts?
Thanks for having me, Matthew. Great to be here. Just on this play here, I just want to circle this one right there. If you just circle Matthew, Jesus, look at the space he has created for himself. That unselfish run cannot be discredited.
Let us know in the comments, was this a yellow card, was it not? Tiernan Brennan seemed to not think so. Olympic are actually unbeaten at home since March 2023. Speaking of March, 2 Degrees are heading to New York next week for the full month of March, so check out their Instagram for gigs. Now let's get back into the highlights. A lovely ball from our right back, seeing a clearance landed to Barry Potter's left foot, where he almost beat the keeper in spectacular fashion. As always, Olympic seemed to have a lot of joy down the left-hand side. Johnny played a lovely 1-2 with Paddy Conway, but the defenders got there just in time. But there were signs that Olympic were growing into the game. And grow they did, as in the 23rd minute, Aidan Doyle's pressing in the defence led to a great tackle by himself, shrugging the defender off the ball, taking it past the next defender and coolly slotting into the bottom left for his 56th goal of the season. Speaking of 56, that's how many tickets are left for 2 Degrees concert next Monday in Thompson's Garage, 26th of February. You can get your tickets in their bio and make sure to get them before they run out. 56 tickets left. After a bit of end-to-end stuff, Inspired Community then got their chance on the 35th minute. A high ball that just Connor couldn't get to hit off the crossbar, and their striker got there before our defender. A real lucky goal, you could say, but it was game on, 1-1. Now, I know what you're thinking. A week until that gig on the 26th of February with 56 tickets left. That's a lot. I'll wait until the last minute to get my ticket, but it will creep up on you, so just be sure to get your ticket before it's too late. And that concludes the first half highlights. Let's go down to the sideline to hear a few verbals between the two managers.
Just another couple of notes that I have here in front of me. I just want to circle here. Oisin McNeil, the manager, needs to be careful. He could be facing a lengthy suspension with one more card. And I would just finally like to pass it back to Matthew.
Thank you very much, Adam. After what can only be described as handbags at half-time in the changing rooms, Olympic went into the second half with their tails up, and Conor Donnelly found himself one-on-one with the keeper, but the keeper made himself big, and the shot just couldn't get past him. I'm going to have to interrupt you here, as the ball came in from the throw-in and set perfectly for Michael Meaner in a volley, but it just went wide. Olympic were knocking on the door, and through the door they went. Aidan Doyle in the 81st minute stepped up with an audacious free kick into the top left-hand corner. Speaking of audacious, it would be a shame if you did not get your tickets for Thompson's next Monday. An absolute worldly by Aidan Doyle, has to be said, even by his standards. Olympic went searching for that 2-goal lead, and they almost got it with 5 minutes to go. Conor Donnelly played a lovely ball into Gilly. Gilly, who's been out of action for a few months now, failed to capitalise. In the last 10 minutes, it was all Inspired Community. Attack after attack was thwarted by the Olympic defence, as McNeil decided to not change the formation from 3-5-2 and kept with 3 defenders at the back. But despite these attempts at an equaliser, Olympic held on and held out for a great 2-1 victory and kept their undefeated run going. See you next week for more action and highlights.